Hello there all, my name is Kate and welcome to this channel. Today we're going to learn about weekends in Switzerland. So how do people spend their weekends in Switzerland? How do I spend my weekends in Switzerland, and particular examples. As you probably know, Switzerland is a gorgeous country and there are plenty of ways to spend a weekend. One of which being hiking either in the city, on the surrounding hills, or on the actual mountains, checking out the sky and the cows. You can also obviously stay in the city and just walk in the city or spend some time with swans, having picnic outside. Parks are popular destinations. I love spending time in parks, be it picnic or a glass of wine. Both are great ways to spend a weekend. There are a lot of exhibitions every year, or some of the years in most of the cities, so sometimes we check out the exhibitions. As I pointed out, hiking can be done around the city so you can see the beautiful views over the city. If you're hiking somewhere in the French-speaking part of Switzerland, you will enjoy double cream. Double cream is exactly what it sounds like. It's double. It's twice as creamy and twice as caloric, so pretty good. They mix it with meringue, which makes an amazing, truly heavenly taste. Parks are, as I pointed out, great place, and farmers market actually very popular. So people spend their mornings in farmers market. Taking long walks with pets, that's a popular activity for the weekend. Playing chess is also popular. Spending time in the church. And obviously going to the nearby cities or towns or nearby countries. So in this series of videos, Swiss weekends, I will venture to tell you more about how people spend weekends in Switzerland and how I spend my weekends in particular. This particular weekend I'm spending with one of my best friends, Elena, and we started this day by having arguably the best coffee in the world. Perfectly possible, not the best in the world, but certainly the best coffee I've ever had. And that was Kenyan coffee that Elena takes a great effort to prepare, and it was really by far the best coffee I've ever had. Then she made a great breakfast. It was porridge with all sorts of berries and peach and bananas, and it was really nutritious and good, preparing us for a long hike that we intended to do. On the way to Alpstein, to Appenzell region, we stopped in a couple of smaller towns. I actually enjoy spending time in small villages of Switzerland. Finally, we arrived to Wasserauen, and Wasserauen is a common stop if you want to do many of the hikes in Alpstein region. There I had an accident where my shoes started falling apart. It seemed not too bad, but the situation accelerated quite fast, and we actually had to change the route and had to do a much simpler hike, but we're still gonna see a lot, so just stick with me. By the time we arrived to Seealpsee to have some coffee, my shoes pretty much fell apart completely, and I kid you not, I had to tie them with a duct tape. Yes, that's what I had to do. having lunch now. Finally. Hi there guys!
Hello.
Today I'm actually hiking with one of my closest friends here, Elena. And yeah, we're gonna see a bunch of things. Not as many as we were planning because my shoes fell apart and they were very fashionably tied together with the help of my designer friend who approved the design. Elena, did you approve the design?
Don't have my name. Yes.
You approved the design.
Yeah,
Elena is
absolutely.
working for a very cool company here, so she's a designer. So if she approved it, should be fine. But I've been noticing looks like people are excited.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
You should
actually they
suggest
are.
it. You should definitely suggest it. It's like the new color of the season.
Absolutely. Next year
They-
you'll find it in the stores. Yeah.
Wait
I
for
know.
it. Wait for it. It's coming.
Exactly.
So today we're gonna have like a shorter hike than we expected to have, but hope we'll enjoy it anyway. And since they fell apart as we went, the duct tape is not matching, so that's another part of the design, that they're not strictly symmetric. Wait and see next season, that's how it's gonna be. Elena, what do you have?
I'm having some amazing bread with Swiss cheese.
Oh wow.
Oh, and soon I'm going to have a fish because it jumped out into my mouth.
Sounds good. Sushi? Do you have wasabi?
Maybe. Yeah, I'm sure
Just
I'll find
direct
it.
way.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
I know how the layers are diagonal.
Finally having my lunch with my ridiculous shoes that I had to tie together. I'm not gonna tell the brand, they'll be overly just fell apart on the hike. So
Oh my goodness.
I managed. Didn't break the leg.
How crazy
But that's
is
the
that?
latest fashion in Milan, I heard.
Yes,
They're nice
absolutely.
silver.
Absolutely.
That's how it is.
Totally,
People are paying attention, but I'm sure they're envious. I mean,
It's-
who wouldn't be?
totally spaced out. Delicious lunch.
Yep,
Very nice,
very
very
healthy.
green, just like the surrounding.
Exactly.
It really pulls me down that road, you know, and wherever it leads, I don't care. I just really want to go there. So she used the duct tape, but apparently she also ran out of duct tape, so she had to use transparent, I don't know what tape.
Closer to the end of the trip, they fell apart completely, so I was walking sort of like on the skis. But just to prove to you that I'm not homeless, even though I looked like it, in the evening, not to prove to you, but maybe to myself, in the evening I dressed up and we went to a very nice restaurant and we had one of the most beautiful, artistically presented drinks I've ever had. Just check it out. I mean, you have to give it to the delivery. And the drink was actually quite good as well. It was whiskey mixed with something smoked. I have no idea. It was quite good. Then a couple of words about Appenzell. Appenzell is an extremely beautiful small village right next to Wasserraun. So if you go in there, it's definitely worth a visit regardless of the season. And you might be lucky to hear in a random restaurant something like this. And if I were an owner of the restaurant, I might have charged tickets, like entrance fees for such a concert. Basically, it was very beautiful, and you could run into something like this in small areas of Switzerland relatively easily. So yeah, check out smaller areas of Switzerland. You might run into a concert. So yeah, great area, a lot to see. Alpstein is a terrific place to be. So if you're visiting Switzerland, and if you're in Zurich, you're very, very close to Alpstein region. You can see Appenzell, which is, I think, a very, very authentic German-speaking part of Switzerland, worth checking out. Thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to subscribe, and see you soon.